Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Hey, motherfuckers. This is Minx. Suck my balls.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Friday Night Freedom, and it's me, Minx. And I'm joined with Gray Cloud and Mud Puppy. And Red Leg is currently indisposed, destroying Casa de Red Leg. And so you've got me. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah, and then tonight we've got Danielle Aguirre and Trey Rollins, and they are from the band Another Round, and they're going to join us in the second hour, so that's going to be fun. And then the third hour, we're going to do games, because I'm in charge and I have the buttons, and that's what I said we're going to do. So that's what we're doing. But yeah. Hi, Gray Cloud. No one's seen you yet. Do you mind if I show your picture?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Hey, look, there he is. Say hi.
Hello, WTF Nation Radio.
We'll work on him.
Yeah, I'm a little rough around the edges still.
Right, it's fine. It's fine. And we've got Mud Puppy as well, like I said. Hi, Mud Pup.
Hi.
I don't have him on video, so you guys don't get to see him. But yeah, so I'm excited about our guest tonight. I know Red Leg really wanted to be here for this, but like I said, he's a bit indisposed right now. So yeah, how was your guys' day?
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
A little longer than anticipated. Went and saw something really awesome down at the Pentagon.
Oh, nice.
And back to work.
Fun, I guess, maybe, right?
Could have been worse.
What about you, Mud Pup?
Another day in paradise. Hotter than all get out down here. I think we were 90s, 100s almost.
Oh, nice.
So I kept my butt inside and stayed plugging away.
Oh, but you're in fucking Georgia, so it's humid as fuck right now.
Yeah, every time I went out to smoke a cigarette, I lost another 2 pounds, and you've seen me. I cannot afford to lose any weight.
I mean, yeah, you're kind of an itty bitty thing. But I hated being stationed in Georgia during the summer. Like, I never acclimated to the humidity. Every fucking time I was like, I need a scuba tank to breathe. Fuck that.
Yeah, I've been back since 2012, and I still can't get used to it.
Ugh. Gross. But yeah, so.
What about you? How was your day?
Let's see. What did I do today? I slept in. So there's that. I didn't work today. What else did I do? I got my eyebrows waxed, so there's 2 of them now. So that's exciting.
That's always a good thing.
Dude, seriously, you don't even know. Like, it can get pretty, like, it can get bad up there. It's like, it's so bad. But at the same time, I'm not one of those hookers that has to, like, spend, 30 minutes drawing on my fucking eyebrows to, risk someone coming up and, like, licking their thumbs and being like, meh. Like, not going to happen with mine. You can try, but it's not going to happen. So, yeah, I don't know. It was a good day. Ghost is on leave, so it's me and the 3 dogs and, a shit ton of weapons, in case anybody gets froggy. Yeah. So if you guys hear me yell at my fucking dogs to shut the fuck up, I apologize in advance because they are assholes. And, yeah, you'll see them fucking run back there. Because if I close the goddamn door, they're going to freak the fuck out because, oh my God, we can't see mom. And then they destroy the house. And then I'm going to have to kill them. So I'd rather not do that. So I've got to leave the door open and shit. Yeah. I know, right? It's a good day.
It's because they love you.
Right? God, like normally, like they were, seriously, 10 minutes ago, they were sleeping on the floor. And then I was like, okay, let's go outside so that way, you don't fucking bug me while I'm fucking trying to do my thing, right? And now they are hyped up as shit. Fuck. So bad. It's so bad sometimes. Friggin'. But yeah, fuck this. You guys want to get into fucking news?
Yeah, let's get into the news.
All right. So I saw an article today. The fucking Navy, they were a good job. Navy destroyer hits a merchant vessel in near Japan and injured some people. But yeah.
Yeah, it's currently. I got the story pulled up here.
Yeah.
It's currently flooding.
The destroyer or the merchant vehicle or vessel?
The USS Fitzgerald is flooding. And it's in quotes.
God, shut, stop it, hookers. Sorry. Wow. So a destroyer hit. Like, aren't they supposed to destroy things? Like, that's how they get their name. So why is it flooding?
At least 3 compartments of the USS Fitzgerald are reported to have flooded after the collision with the Philippine vessel ACX Crystal 56 miles southwest of Yokosuka.
Interesting. Oh. Fucking yeah, I saw that and I'm like, good job, Navy. Gold star for you. First, you guys get the hide and go seek champion of the world. And then second, this. Like, your week is just going amazing. This is going to be good. Fucking dumbasses. God, like, isn't it kind of difficult to run into a ship? Like, I know I've never, attempted to drive one or steer. I don't fucking know. But
Sail. You sail
whatever,
a ship.
Whatever. But, like, semantics, okay?
Yeah, you can drive it on the water. It's fine.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I used to drive my dad's speedboat, but I called it driving. So...
Did you ever find the brake pedal?
Fuck off. I was fucking awesome at it, you dick. You're such an asshole. Hold on.
Shut the fuck up!
Shut the fuck up, mud puppy. But no, like, why couldn't he, like, I don't know, fucking swerve, bitch, something, like, go around. But again, I've never had to, pilot a ship, so.
Yeah, word on the street, those things don't like to turn on a dime.
Or stop on a dime, apparently. They'll stop if you hit a merchant vessel, though.
I mean,
It's funny
could
you
you
say that
imagine
because
being
it's
the
not
kid
able
that was
to
on
move
watch
under its
that
own
night?
power.
It's not able to move right now? No, poor, what was it? USS Fitzgerald. Poor guys. Okay,
Yep,
so
yes, it's Fitzgerald.
another article that I saw today that I'm just kind of like, what the fuck about is a Warped Tour. Fucking, they had to move their stages back 100 feet from the audience to comply with sex offender laws.
What?
Yes, you heard that correctly. All Warped Tour stages moved 100 feet from audience to comply with sex offender laws. The stages at this summer's Warped Tour will be placed 100 feet away from the all-ages audience in order to comply with national sex offender laws, according to festival organizers. This measure is unfortunate, but we see no other solution, said Jeremiah Reeves, head of public relations for Warped Tour. Would we prefer to run a tour that doesn't have at least one sex offender on every stage? Of course! But this is a music business after all, and it has a rich legacy of creeps. Maybe when pop punk and metalcore fall out of fashion, we can try again. Organizers reportedly brainstormed for hours in order to come up with a solution that delivered the best musical experience for the consumer while keeping underage patrons safe from potentially dangerous musicians. Initially, the idea was to have an all-sex offender stage, Reeves continued. But that basically comprised 75% of bands in general. So it was a scheduling nightmare. In addition to modifying the stages, educational measures were attempted to directly address the problem. An intern suggested we hold an ethics seminar for our musicians on how not to abuse their powers as rock stars, said Senior Warped Tour ethics advisor Jacob Parker. But none of the bands showed up because it was scheduled at the same time as our post-show wet t-shirt contest behind the Hot Topic tent. Longtime Warped Tour stagehand Eric Dirt Welch expressed disgust at this generation of band members taking advantage of young fans. Quote, seriously, why can't these scumbags control themselves? Welch said, while loading dozens of fake amp shells onto the stage. I'm a 42-year-old man who's been on this tour for 15 years. I can concretely say that an 18-year-old girl is just as hot as a 17-year-old girl. These bands today have no morals. What the fuck?
Wow.
Like, what the fuck? I don't even fucking, like, you fucking turned me into a basic white bitch. Like, I can't fucking even right now. Like, what the fuck? Is it, okay, you know, since I'm on here with two men, is it that fucking hard to control your sexual urges?
No.
Mud Puppy?
No. But to be able to tell the difference between a 16 and 18-year-old? Yes. Because those 16-year-old girls are getting the fake IDs. They're getting everything else. And they're passing out, oh, yeah, I'm 18. Oh, I'm 21.
So, like, then at what point, though, like, do you then prosecute the minors for going for, like, targeting? You know?
So
because honestly, like, these hookers fucking know, like, if they're underage and, like, hey, you can get this jackass, like, in serious trouble if he fucks you. So why would you risk? I don't fucking know. Maybe because I have, I don't know, what's it called? Morals? And wouldn't never intentionally put someone in that sort of position. I know, it's weird, but, yeah, I don't even fucking know at this point.
So at one point, there were, at the location where I was attending AIT as a young soldier, and also outside another installation I was at, there were incidences of, like you said, minors acquiring fake IDs, and legitimately targeting soldiers specifically. So it became this big deal for the command needing to put out a memorandum or holler act or whatever else you want to call it to warn soldiers to be on the lookout for these individuals, and to basically put the ID in play and force them to show their ID if you were going to do anything with them.
I mean, is that where it's coming to now, though? Like,
from what I've seen in my take on the Army side is that it's getting that bad. I mean, the regs are written against the individual, period.
Yes.
If alcohol is involved, the male soldier's probably guilty.
I mean, possibly. I don't know. Like, but that still, like, at the same time, though, is it like the blame shouldn't all be on the male, you know? But it's neither here nor there, I guess. I don't fucking like. We can get into this if you want. But yeah, no, I saw that article and I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, there's a bunch of, like, are you fucking kidding me right now articles that I found. Like, you know, Fort Hood, they're bracing for a major baby boom because there's nothing else to do out here except fuck, apparently.
It's one way to put it.
I mean, you know. Well, I mean, like, when I was stationed at Irwin, I was I worked in the OBGYN clinic for a while, and hold on, fuck off, you guys, about my goddamn eyes. Fuck off, assholes. But no, like, literally, like, for a base where we only had, you know, 10,000 active duty service members, like, stationed at Fort Irwin, we never had less than, like, 350 to 400 pregnant women at one time.
True story.
Because there's literally, like, I get it, you know, we're fucking 40 miles away from Barstow. Like, I get it. There's nothing else to do on Fort Irwin except make babies. I understand that. However, Fort Hood, there's shit all around. Like, you know, fucking 40 miles down the road, you have Austin. Fucking go there. I mean, fucking do something, you know? Like, you don't just have to stay here and fuck, or I don't fucking, ugh. But
See,
yeah.
the problem with Irwin is that nobody wanted to leave the bowl.
Well, yeah, because it took fucking forever.
I have nothing to compare that to because I was never out there.
But yeah. So, like, it was ridiculous. We were fucking constantly busy in the OB clinic. Ridiculous.
And that's why we responded to 2 to 3 domestics a day.
God damn. Well, bitches be crazy.
Holy shit, Jesus.
Dude, bitches be crazy.
Like a day, like including the work week.
Yes. Oh, lunchtime, dude. We hated lunchtime. Oh. Lunchtime domestic, there was at least one verbal. At least one verbal.
Oh my god.
Wait, like, what do you mean by verbal?
Yelling and screaming at each other.
Oh, that's it? Like, fucking tell them to fucking get over it. I don't know. Or, like, tell one, like, hey, fucking leave. Like.
Oh, yeah, they left. The soldier member always left.
Well, yeah, I mean,
That
you
was
know.
command policy.
Well, if it's at lunch, doesn't he have to go back to work?
72-hour cooldown.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Wow.
That's true.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, hooker. Sorry. The fucking dogs. I swear to God. I'm going to kill him. But yeah. So, yeah. They typically see 180 to 200 births per month. But those figures are about to spike, apparently. An estimated increase of 50 to 80 extra births per month this summer, bringing the total number to somewhere between 230 and 280. Fucking ridiculous.
Damn, did they have a brigade just come back from deployment?
I mean, if they it would have come back, you know, almost a year ago. Because, you know, technically gestation's 10 months because it takes a month before you find out you're fucking pregnant. Ergo, that's how you get to 40 weeks. But, yeah, so, I should know. I've been here for about that long. But I'm not sure. But, yeah. Friggin'. And then, another Fort Hood story. Killeen. 28-year-old man was arrested Thursday on suspicion of repeatedly hitting a man eating dinner with his family with a baseball bat at a Cheddar's restaurant in Harker Heights. Heights police say Peter Minot, right? Sure, why not? Entered the restaurant in the 2100 block of Central Texas Expressway at 1420 on the 25th of May with a Louisville Slugger baseball bat concealed in one of his pant legs. What? After identifying the victim, a 32-year-old Killeen man, the victim, who is a 32-year-old Killeen man eating with his wife and 2 children, Minot allegedly pulled the baseball bat from his pants, repeatedly struck the victim in the head and arm, and after a brief struggle, the victim pulled the bat away from Minot, who then revealed a handgun in his waistband. Police said Minot was heard saying, "I have a gun now," before exiting the restaurant and fleeing the scene. Heights police said the incident is believed to be related to an argument that occurred on the 24th at a residence in Killeen. Police arrested Minot after Bell County Justice of the Peace, Bill Koch, issued a warrant for his arrest on Thursday on charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. His bail is at $100,000, and he's currently being held at Bell County Jail in Belton. The funny thing is, though, with this fucking article is his fucking mugshot. He's wearing a black and white striped shirt. It's fucking ironic as fuck. I don't know. I fucking laughed at it. Fuck you guys.
What? Just enjoy your moment.
It was fucking funny. God damn it. But yeah. Friggin', do you have any articles, Great Cloud? I've been talking for, a while now, and you just sit there.
Well, it's what I do best. Just listen to you talk.
Well, say something, god damn it.
Is that a bat in your pants, or are you just happy to see me?
Whoa. Whoa.
I don't always carry a Louisville Slugger.
Like, honestly, like, how the fuck do you... Like, I guess, if you have baggy jeans or whatever, but still, like, how do you walk normal with a fucking bat in your legs? Like, wouldn't someone be like, what's wrong with your fucking limp there, dude? Like, or is that just me? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just overanalyzing shit because I'm a fucking woman and I like to jump to conclusions.
No comment.
That was a loaded question.
I'll agree with you. I dive fucking head first into him. Okay?
Woo!
So there, I got your back, Meeks.
Hell yeah, Spanky.
All right, so I do have an article that I just found. So this Scalia shooter is getting a little deeper, it looks like. James Hoskin had a list of Republican lawmakers' names in his pocket.
Oh, shit.
Yep. Let's see here. They included Representatives Scott Desjarlais, Republican Tennessee, Trent Franks, Republican Arizona, Jeff Duncan, Republican South Carolina, Jim Jordan, Republican Ohio, Mo Brooks, Republican Alabama, and Morgan Griffin, Republican Virginia. Franks told Fox News Friday on the story with Martha McCallum that he's been notified that he's involved in the investigation.
That kind of sounds like their batting order from last night.
Well,
right?
They were missing a good second baseman, I'm just saying.
Were they? Were they, though? Who won that game, anyways?
The Democrats.
God damn it. I mean, could you imagine if the Republicans had won? Like, we swept the White House, we swept the fucking, like, both houses of Congress, and we swept the baseball game. Suck a dick.
The Russians hacked the scoreboard.
I mean, they might have if Hillary had anything to say about that. I don't know. Was she there?
I hope not.
I hope not either. Well, I mean, you should know. You live there. Everything is, like, right there, so you should fucking know. Obviously.
That's great, but I get so pissed off at the news that I don't watch it anymore.
That's why I did away with cable.
With cable?
Cable, satellite, all that.
Mm-hmm. So you do you guys remember that hooker? What's her name? Michelle Carter.
Yes, I saw that article too
Yeah.
today. That was that's interesting from two standpoints. One, it gives victims of bullying some recourse through the legal system. However, the side that worries me more is it now set a legal precedent to severely punish those people if something happens to the individual being bullied.
Like, I don't know, fucking, it's interesting. So, for those of you who don't know who this hooker is, she apparently is still a minor and convinced her boyfriend, who was messaging her saying, you know, hey, I'm thinking about killing myself. She was egging him on, like, oh yeah, if you won't fucking do it, fucking do it. And so he did it. And so she was charged and convicted of involuntary manslaughter. She faces 20 years in prison. But because she is a minor, she might be sentenced to a combination sentence where she's going to be committed to the Department of Youth Services until she's 21 years old. She's currently 20, so why wouldn't she just go to an adult sentence? That doesn't make sense. Fucking Massachusetts, get your shit together. Like,
well, you know, I mean, it goes back to the same thing with Hang Time Hernandez. Oh, too soon? I'm
too
sorry.
soon? Oh.
So because he was not done with his appeals process, he reverts back to an innocent status, and the conviction is, as far as I understood reading that article, his conviction is wiped out and overturned. And he is buried and is in death as an innocent person.
Yeah. And his kids get all of his fortune and everything.
That's probably why he did it. Oh, and they found his boyfriend, so, you know.
So my other question, I don't have the article up, and I don't know if you do or not, Minx, but does it say she was 18 when the when the guy killed himself, committed suicide?
Great question. Oh shit, no. Oh, sorry, I fucked up. Sorry, wrong buttons. Don't fire me. When they were both teen high school students. Yeah.
So I don't know anything about the Massachusetts law or what it is, but if she was a minor when the crime happened, therefore she would be tried as a minor.
Even though she's now an adult and
again, I'm not a law expert or whatnot, and I know we've got one somewhere in the mix, but that's something we'd have to look into further. But that would be my hypothesis, is that because the crime occurred when she was a minor, they can choose to prosecute her as a minor. Again, that's my hypothesis. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know law. It's just a hypothesis.
Yeah, they got to hold one of those little court thingies where everybody decides, okay, should we try him as an adult or try him as, you know, a minor? Because you've seen 11, 12, 13-year-old kids tried as adults.
Yeah, because some of the shit they've done, this is why some people are just born evil. True story.
It's the upbringing, but I'm not going to get into that.
I think it's people born evil. We can have a debate about this. I'll win because I'm a woman and I'm always right.
Oh, Lord.
Spanky will back me up. Suck a dick.
Damn right. Well, I'm not saying I'm sucking anybody's dick, but I'll back her up.
That'd be interesting to the radio.
Wait, do what?
Exactly.
When?
That's what she said.
You guys are terrible. Terrible. But yeah, so she gets sentenced on August 3rd and she's facing 20 years. But
yeah. Involuntary manslaughter is what they got her on, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Friggin'. So, and then, oh, sorry, keep going.
No, I was gonna say, because again, it goes back to setting that legal precedent. So they got the conviction, right? So depending on how they sentence her, will have a secondary and tertiary effects throughout the legal system on how these cases go forward. I mean, hell, look at what's going on right now at Penn State.
What's going on at Penn State?
Oh, I gotta pull up. Hold on, give me a second to pull that article up.
Okay. So, during that. So you pull that up, and then I need to talk about some other fucking minors who just fucked up their careers or lives, whatever. 3 police cadets stole 3 LAPD cruisers and crashed 2 of them. Because, they're fucking smart or something. So yeah. They were arrested for stealing 3 police cruisers and crashing 2 of them. LAPD Chief Charlie Beck stated the cadets may have impersonated police officers in order to obtain possession of the cruisers. The cadets used an LAPD sergeant's information to gain access to police facilities where cruisers were at. Chief Beck said that there are no LAPD weapons missing, and they are currently conducting a full equipment inventory at this time. 2 males and 1 female juvenile were arrested after they crashed the cruisers. Because of their age, their names were not released in accordance with California law. Chief Beck stated that the 3rd cruiser was stolen but not involved in the pursuit. The cadets have had extensive exposure to LAPD protocols and have inside information on how to access LAPD facilities. The LAPD cadet program is for young adults aged 13 to 20 with no criminal history and a high educational standard. Chief Beck said that there has never been any similar incident with the cadet program, but will be evaluating the security protocols and information cadets are given as they progress through the investigation. Well, they have criminal histories now. Fucking dumbasses.
Yay for LA.
Right.
So the article I was referring to about Penn State, so it has to do with the death of Timothy Piazza, who was a 19-year-old attending Penn State. He was going through fraternity hazing or something like that and died from injuries sustained during a hazing incident.
What?
So now, if with this being the conviction, and depending on how the sentence comes down, it could have an effect on this case that the preliminary is supposed to continue on in July for 16 members of a Penn State fraternity who have been charged in connection with the death of a New Jersey teen, Timothy Piazza.
That's so.
And that fraternity is a beta. Yeah, we won't say that. Sorry.
Way to go! You're gonna get Daddy Ice mad. Don't do that.
Yeah. So, but it has to do with it kind of along that same line. So, again, this case is going to set a legal precedent for many cases to come.
Go on.
And it's scary because everybody grew up with some kind of bully when I was younger, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean it's scary because it won't take much for that one person to push it so far that it becomes the thing to do, to sue people for being bullied or, the snowflake class or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
So it really scares me that this conviction, because it'll be on her record, and the sentence that follows could screw up a lot of generations to come because they're bullying or they're being bullied. Now, this instance is particularly bad because of what she was doing to him and how she was egging it on.
Oh, that Michelle Carter chick?
Right. So it could be very, very hard to weigh the circumstances, and every case is different. But the precedent is set. She's been convicted, and the conviction stands through the appeals process, and then that's it.
Interesting.
Now, was that state court or federal court?
For Michelle Carter or Penn State?
Michelle Carter.
Michelle Carter, yeah.
State is in Massachusetts.
Yeah, that'll be one of the things that the state's going to have to deal with. Because if it would have went to federal trial, then everybody and their brother would be citing that case for every little thing.
Right, but they can other states and even federal cases can still cite that case as the precedent.
True. It's Branko's fault.
It's Branko's fault? Why is it Branko's fault? He didn't do anything.
Because he's a asshole.
Oh, wait, shit. God damn it. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. I mean, technically, but it's not, I don't think it's his fault. Like, it's kind of fucked up. But, you know. Freaking, did anyone hear President Trump's speech about Cuba today?
No.
Yeah. He went down to Florida. Down to Miami. Oh, wait, no, stop. You stop it. The Trump administration considered severing diplomatic relations with Cuba before deciding on narrower changes to former President Obama's policy. During a high-level National Security Council meeting last month, officials weighed the possibility of issuing an all-or-nothing ultimatum to the Cuban government to improve its human rights situation. Because, you know, communism. If the changes were not adapted by a set deadline, the U.S. would revert to its Cold War-era Cuba policy, wiping out Obama's historic rapprochement with the communist nation. The step would have entailed sweeping measures such as cutting off formal diplomatic relations, shuttering the U.S. Embassy in Havana, and stopping all bilateral engagement, according to an NSC memo that was circulated to senior decision makers at key cabinet agencies in advance of a decision on the policy change. The U.S. would also have reinstated trade and travel restrictions on Cuba and may have set in motion a process to reclassify the island as a state sponsor of terrorism. Another option listed in the memo was reinstating the wet foot, dry foot policy that allowed any Cubans who arrive on American soil to remain and seek permanent residency. But that possibility was never seriously discussed, according to a source familiar with the conversations. U.S. law enforcement officials strongly objected to such a change out of concern it could spark a wave of Cuban migration. It's not clear if the recommendation to completely reverse Obama's policy ever reached President Trump's desk or not. Ultimately, the White House settled on a more moderate approach. That option, which was also laid out in the memo, allows Trump to fulfill a campaign promise he made to conservative Cuban-American voters and members of Congress, while stopping short of closing off all business and diplomatic ties with Cuba that were established under Obama's 2014 policy. President Trump traveled to Miami today to announce his new directive, which would clamp down on travel and commercial links that were opened under Obama in an effort to extract changes from the Cuban government on human rights. Quote, "I'm canceling the last administration's completely one-sided deal with Cuba," President Trump said. "The previous administration's easing of restrictions on travel and trade does not help the Cuban people. They only enrich the Cuban regime." But the changes leave the cornerstone of Obama's policy in place. It maintains formal diplomatic relations with Cuba and does not restore the wet foot, dry foot policy. It's not surprising that the Trump administration would consider a wide range of options before setting its Cuban policy. White Houses typically do so at the staff level before making a recommendation to the president. So, yeah. So we're not quite going back to 60s era, but not going to be free for all like it was 3 years ago from what it sounds like. I don't know. Did I misinterpret that?
No, you're about right on. I'm just kind of bummed that it was so close to be able to get real Cuban cigars instead of,
Damn it!
from Cuban seed.
I'm sure you'll be okay.
That sucks.
You'll be fine. My golf. Or shit, Gray Cloud. One of you.
Wow.
I don't.
Wow. I don't even know how to take that.
Oh, don't be upset with me. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'll punish you later for it.
Oh goodness.
So how I kind of understood the speech today is it was more the rollbacks of what the Obama administration has put in were against businesses and not necessarily passengers back and forth or visitors back and forth to Cuba.
Yeah. That's okay. So then we kind of gathered the same information. Right? I don't know.
Yeah, because it was was it Bush or Obama that did away with the wet foot, dry foot?
Obama.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Who can forget Elian Gonzalez?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that's an old story.
Yeah.
Right?
Way to deport the kid.
When did that happen? Like in the 90s? Like early 90s?
That was the Clinton administration.
So
2000.
Was it?
Yeah.
But it was Clinton. No, I mean, I guess that's right.
I'm sorry, 99. 99. I just pulled it up. Elian Gonzalez. His mother drowned in November 99 while attempting to leave Cuba with Gonzalez and her boyfriend to get to the United States.
Right? Fucking, I kind of want to, take this example and, show it to people who are, all for communism and be like, obviously it's not that fucking good if people are dying trying to escape it.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't, I mean, I don't see anyone building a fucking raft from Florida and being like, fuck this place, I'm out, and, I'm gonna go to Cuba, the land of opportunity,
Yeah, and they would make rafts out of anything they could get to float. I do remember seeing a picture of a Buick strapped with 55-gallon plastic drums.
Oh my god! And literally, they'll the joys of communism, yay!
It's the best ever.
Or even a step up from that, socialism, Venezuela, or fuck, I fucked that up. Right? I don't know. I can't speak fucking words.
One is more gooder than the other.
Right? Apparently. Fucking
A Buick with 55-gallon drums.
Right? There's no, but freaking down there's no food on the shelves.
I'm gonna find that photo. Hold on.
The photo of the Buick?
Could you imagine being Captain? We have a vessel off the port bow. What is it? A cargo ship? No.
A 55
Speedboat.
Buick.
No.
55 Buick.
A 55 Buick.
It'd be so bad. Oh my god. What the fuck? What the hell is that thing doing out here? So bad. Oh goodness. More stuff happening in London because reasons. Frustration and fury boil over in London as Prime Minister is heckled during visit to fire victims. Oh, you stopped that. So that fire in London, that it's claimed at least 30 lives. So protesters storming the local council office and berating Prime Minister Theresa May when she visited near the scene of the blaze. Shame on you, people shouted at May as she rushed into a waiting SUV and was quickly driven away. with police struggling to hold back dozens of angry demonstrators. Earlier, members of an impromptu protest had pushed their way past security and into the council building of the Royal Borough of Kensington and Chelsea, and the super posh borough of London, where the Grenfell Tower, home to about 600 people, burned through the night on Wednesday. Many of the protesters held aloft posters bearing the faces of the missing and chanted, "We want justice." They left the building soon after entering, but hundreds of people remained outside, demonstrating into the evening. The fast-rising tensions came amid new revelations about potential cost-cutting and the refurbishment of the tower, which may have contributed to the astonishing speed with which it burned. It also came as police acknowledged that they do not know how many people died in the blaze and may never be able to identify all of the victims. Authorities raised the death toll to 30 on Friday, up from 17 from yesterday, as relatives and friends expanded frantic searches for missing loved ones. Sadly, I do believe that those numbers will increase, London Police Commander Stuart Cundy told reporters. He said that 24 people were being treated in hospitals, including 12 in critical care. Fucking... Ugh. Dude, fuck that. That's one way I don't want to fucking go. Fucking being burned. Fuck that. Grey Cloud.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It sucks. I got nothing with this one. It sucks.
Right. What about you, Mud Pup?
Yeah, that's a hard one for me because one of my buddies, when he got hit by an IED, he was burnt pretty bad, like 90% of his body. And when he tells the story, it's just he thought he was dead because he just remembers looking down and seeing his entire body on fire. I couldn't. Oh, just. Sorry.
Sorry, I know I shouldn't be laughing, but I just saw that picture that you sent in, Grey Cloud, the fucking Buick as a boat. All right, hold on just a sec. Da, 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 da.
Oh shit!
All right. WTF Nation Radio, you are live on the air. Who is this?
It's Cuffs.
What up, Hooka?
What you doing?
Oh, talking about news and shit. How are you?
News and shit?
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I was calling to see how y'all were doing.
Yeah, no, we're doing good, right? I mean, I think so, but I'm biased towards my show, so whether or not we're doing good, I guess remains to be seen.
Well, shit. Oh, I was just calling to see what was up, see what you guys were talking about.
We were just talking about the London fires. We talked about Cuba. Fort Hood's having a baby boom. What else?
A 55 Buick going across the ocean.
Oh, yeah. 55 Buick turned into a boat.
What the fuck?
Yeah, fucking,
Yo, the dude at the driver's side is straight chilling. Like, arm out the window.
Right?
Like, what up, yo?
See? That right there is how you drive a goddamn boat. See, it is possible.
That's a whole new meaning to
we're
a
live
boat
this
of a
down
car.
now.
What, Grey Cloud?
We're never gonna live down you driving a boat now.
I know. Because I'm on a boat, motherfuckers.
Jesus.
I love that song.
Look what you did, Grey Cloud.
It's not my fault she doesn't know her nautical terms.
I know port and starboard, so get off me.
It's like the air brakes on an airplane.
What? No. Don't confuse me. I don't fucking know this shit. Cuffs, they're being mean.
Y'all better treat my host good.
You sound like you just woke up from a nap.
Dude, I could go back to sleep.
Called
Yes.
it.
I could go back to sleep. Fuck. Well, I was just calling to ask y'all how you're doing.
Yeah, no, we're
And
doing good.
I will let y'all get back to it.
All right. Have a good rest of your evening, babe.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Cuffs.
All right, hold on. D-Max was calling, but I'm scared to answer his phone calls because he's normally in the bathroom. So, I'd rather not. Cause
So you all know that, I love my Georgia police and everything else.
You
but
do?
How the Georgia police, GSP, GBI, all them guys.
Okay.
But how about the Tennessee redneck that did something that none of them could do?
Oh, you mean caught the two escaped inmates?
Yes.
It was two Tennesseans. Is that what they're called? Tennesseans?
Yeah. It was an old
Right.
guy and his neighbor. And basically, from the reports, the phone call went pretty much, hey, those two guys that escaped from Georgia, yeah, I got them at gunpoint. Where's my check?
Right? That's fucking awesome. I hope they fucking give him a shit ton of money, too.
I think last I looked, it was over $109,000.
Oh, shit.
Out of everybody that pitched in just to get these two guys.
Wow. That's amazing.
But yeah, it was a 3-day manhunt, and it started like 60 miles from where I'm at.
Dude, fuck that.
The two guys, they killed the corrections officers on the bus and basically looked at everybody else and said, let's go. And everybody just kind of stood there while the other two left.
Right? Like, no.
They're like, no.
Fucking idiots.
So they escaped, went off on this 3-day binge of, it started with the Honda Civic. They started stealing food, clothing, money, and other cars, eluding the police. And they were in a chase just before that. Just before getting caught up by the Tennessee backwoods.
The Tennesseans?
Kentucky. Yeah. Tennesseans.
No, it's Tennesseans.
Yeah, the high-speed chase ensued as sheriff deputies pursued the men for about 10 miles on Interstate 24, while the fugitives fired numerous gunshots at the deputies' vehicles. No one was hurt. They crashed the car, ran into foot into the dense woods.
Friggin'.
And into the backyard of the Tennessee boys.
Like, legit, I was about to ask you, like, how the fuck did they get weapons? And then, oh, yeah, wait, they fucking, took them from their guards. So, I'm smart.
Yep.
I'm smart.
$130,000.
Wow, that's nice. Hopefully it's taxed, like, not taxed.
Really? You're really hoping that?
I mean, it might. I don't know. I've never. Shut the fuck up. I've never gotten, like, reward money. I don't know if it's fucking taxed.
It's
God
taxed at the
damn it.
corporate bonus rate.
So what is that? I don't fucking know what that is.
Like a lot.
So
40%.
What is it?
I think it's 40%.
God damn.
Like 33 to 40%.
So they're only.
It's just like getting a bonus when you re-enlist. The same rate that they would tax it at.
So he's only gonna get like 60,000 of it, maybe.
That they have to split.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I guess it's still worth it, right? You could do a lot with that, especially if you invested. I don't know. But yeah. So I'm gonna do a little bit of housekeeping since we're gonna go on break soon. And music during the break is gonna be from our guest tonight. Again, our guests are Daniel Aguirre and Trey Rollins from Another Round, and they sent us some of their music, and that's what we're gonna listen to. And it's good. I don't really listen to this particular genre of music, but I really liked it. So tonight is Friday Night Freedom, and it's normally with Red Lake, and I'm his co-host, so you're going to be stuck with me on Fridays anyways. And then tomorrow we've got Saturday Night Savagery. I swear I can talk. And that's with Jay Reddy. And then we go to Sunday, which is the Green Room. And that's with our stoners, Jason and Charlie. Monday, we've got the Monday edition with Red Lake and myself, Minx. And then Tuesday is Tied Up Tuesday with, oh, wait for it, me again. And Cuffs, who you guys just heard after waking up from a nap. And then we've got What the Fuck Wednesday with Jay Reddy. And then Thursday, we've got Sergeant's Time with Ice and Mike Golf and Grey Cloud and Doc Madness. And then, so all of those shows start at 2000 Eastern Time. And then on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we've got Liquid Lunch. And right now it's being covered down by Ice. And that show hold on, I gotta do conversions. Wait for it. That show starts at noon Eastern Time. Haha, did it. And then, so we've got a guest tonight. And then our next guest isn't until next Friday, actually. So next Friday, we've got Arthur Leon Williams. Leon is the author of the books How I Became a Shammer. Yes. And The Overweight, Unemployed, and Uneducated Military Spouse. After graduating from high school in 2001, he went to United Education Institute to obtain his pharmacy technician license. During this same time, he also attended the Los Angeles Trade Technical College to obtain his associate's degree. Leon then decided to go to Whittier College, but dropped out his senior year. Then he met his wife in 2004 and decided to join the Army in 2006 as a way to take care of her. After returning home from Iraq in 2008, Leon went back to college and obtained his bachelor's degree in 2011, his master's degree in 2014, and goddamn, his PhD in 2017. He is currently on active duty with 11 years and 2 months time in service. I feel like we should be calling him Dr. Williams, since he's got his PhD. So that's what I'm going to call him. Dr. Williams is currently in the Wounded Warrior Unit in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, awaiting his exit date due to injuries he received while on active duty. Dr. Williams has finished writing 3 books and is currently designing a game board called Shamopoly. Dr. Williams has 2 children, ages 9 and 3. So question, Grey Cloud. How would that work? If he let's say he was, enlisted but had his PhD. So would he be like Dr. Sergeant Williams?
No.
Or Sergeant Dr. Williams?
No. So for his military stuff, he would still be referred to as sergeant. However, when he is out in the civilian world and or on his own, he would either introduce himself as Dr. Williams, or if he wants to be really snobby about it, so-and-so Williams, PhD.
Oh.
Because they're snobs sometimes.
Oh. Well, I mean, rude. But because, I worked with medical doctors while I was in the Army, and it was always, hey, doctor, last name. We never, because we don't wear fucking rank in the OR as far as like on our scrubs or whatever. So
right.
You never know someone's rank, so you're just like, hey, doc, and yeah, so it was always just, hey, Dr. Graff, Dr. Foley. It wasn't, hey, Major Graff or Colonel Foley. Unless we were, in like actual like BDUs or ACUs or whatever, then we used proper rank. But most of the time it was doctor. I don't know. Oh! And with that, it's break time. So enjoy the music, you guys. And we will be back in a couple minutes with Daniel and Trey. So, yeah. See you guys soon.
Yourself that everything's gonna be alright. Can you feel that there's a fire burning deep inside? Take the chance, get a better stance, and leave who you are behind. Who you are behind. Just follow your own light and find your place in the sun. Be who you are and don't get beat up for anyone. They can't take away the strength within you. Don't give up now, you've got to seize this moment. And what do you say when all the guilt has faded away? Will you give yourself a chance to say everything's gonna be okay? Can you see that there's not a thing that you can change? Forget the shame, stop taking the blame, and leave who you are behind. Who you are behind. Just follow your own light and find your place in the sun. Be who you are and don't get beat up for anyone. They can't take away the strength within you. Don't give up now, you've got to seize this moment. You've got to seize this moment. Find the strength within yourself. You've got to seize this Just follow your own light and find your place in the sun. Because that's how this game called life can be won. You've got all you need, it's right in front of you. The time is now and this is your moment. Just follow your own light and find your place in the sun. Be who you are, don't get beat up for anyone. They can't take away the strength within you. The time is now and this is your moment. To find your place in the sun. In the beginning, the canvas is blank. No tears have been cried. Nobody has lied. Far from complacent, just walking on shells. This feeling that love conquers everything else. So sad to leave, but we were forced to wait. Nobody said we had to relate. At the end, it's over. I'm finally sober. I'm finally sober. My only demon, my only regret is that I left you with scars so that you'll never forget. Sick of forgiving my mistakes and my faults. Shattered your glass onto millions when I ripped it apart. There's nothing left. Love is gone. So there was a failure to communicate. So sad to leave, but we were forced to wait. Nobody said we had to relate. At the end, it's over. I'm finally sober. I'm finally sober. Said we had to relate. At the end, it's over. I'm finally sober. I'm finally sober. There was a failure to communicate. So sad to leave, but we were forced to wait. Nobody said we had to relate. At the end, it's over. I'm finally sober.
All right, hey guys, I'm back, and I'm with Daniel and Trey, and there they are. Hey guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Overheated and shit, exhausted.
Nice. So I've got a bunch of questions for you guys. If you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
So.
No.
I mean, I would hope not, because, you're on this show to be questioned. So if you do mind, now I'm going to question why you're here. But, okay, so tell me a little bit about yourselves. Like, how long have you guys been together as, like, a band? How long has Another Round been a thing?
I think it was about 2009.
Mm-hmm.
We all got together and started writing and just kind of playing around, and then I think it was 2011 you came to the band.
Yeah.
And that's when everything started getting more serious,
Mm-hmm.
the writing and performing and all that. So I think it's been about 7 years or so that we've been together and performing and all that good stuff.
Nice. Sorry, keep going. How did you guys get started?
You can have that one too, Trey.
It was I don't know. It all happened so randomly. It started out with me and a buddy of mine just wanted to start a band together, and then he randomly met our guitar player Travis at where was it? It was
I wasn't there. I can't answer that.
I think they were at school or something on the University of Central Oklahoma campus.
Uh-huh.
They just met randomly, and then Travis brought Matt to us not long after that, and I don't know. From there, it just kind of took off.
And I used to kind of jam out with friends and whatnot, growing up and stuff in California and high school and whatnot. Nothing too serious, but when I enlisted in 2003, then I got stationed in Tinker Air Force Base, Oklahoma, and 2010 came around, and I was just like, man, I got to do something. You get to that point where you're kind of not yourself anymore.
Yeah.
So, dude, I got on Craigslist and looked at the local musicians, and there was a band needing a singer, and I'm like, yeah, I could probably do that. And so I replied, and then it was Travis. If you got pictures flowing around, he's the one that looks like Jesus.
Oh, with the real suit, like the super long hair.
Super long hair, long beard. Yeah, he looks like the Messiah. And he's really soft-spoken too. So really
he's basically like a young version of that Phil dude on Duck Dynasty.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
he's like he's like a 40-year flashback for that dude.
Yeah. So young Phil, he hit me up, and we met at this gas station, and he's like, here's a CD. I was like, all right. He's like, learn the songs.
That's awesome.
Like, all right, cool. So I did, and I went to go practice, and I think I went through like one or two. I went through a few of their songs that they already had written and recorded. Mm-hmm. And, they had me do something a cappella. What was it?
I was just about to say, we made this dude stand up in front of us and sing a cappella.
Yeah, I did. I think it was it 3 Libras by Perfect Circle?
Yeah, you did some A Perfect Circle, and I think you did some Tool too.
Yeah, and then we did one cover song. That was we attempted to do a Seether song.
Yeah,
and we don't play covers. Like, that's one thing about this band, is like, we, as much as we like, our favorite bands and whatnot, we don't cover their music, and we don't ever play it, somebody else's music live. It's not for us. I mean, heck, I don't want to put down anybody who does.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still talent. I mean, I know some really cool cover bands, but we just never do. But as part of my, I guess, audition, I had to do a cover song and some acapella stuff. And I actually met with Travis a week before I showed up to your house, and he had me write a whole fucking song, like a whole song with him. And so here I am hanging out in Edmond, which is like the nicer part of this area, okay, with his 6-foot Jesus at his girlfriend's apartment with his little fucking chihuahua just running around. And this dude's like, all right, man, he wants me to focus and write a song. And so we did. We actually wrote a song called To the Sky. And we've never recorded it. We've never recorded it professionally, but I mean, if Travis were here, we could still play it. And I don't know if we ever will record it, but it was pretty dope, though. It was a good time.
Awesome.
That's pretty much how we actually got started together and stuff.
Yeah.
We've always had music in our lives, I think. I mean, anything from like, I got in trouble and they put me in choir in high school, and then that actually helped me out. And so that's really how I got started singing, I guess. Serious.
I was actually just about to ask you guys that question. Like, how long have each of you guys been involved with music, and has like the instrument or vocals that you do, has that always been like your instrument of choice?
Like my voice, yeah, I've always chosen. That's always been my instrument of choice. I don't have the coordination. I don't have the coordination in my fingers to play guitar.
And he just loves to hear himself too. So
I do, and so I mean that's really what I can do.
Put your fingers down, sir. This is a respectable show.
Oh, sorry. Come on now.
I'm just kidding.
Censorship. Anyways, but no, that's I've tried playing bass. I've tried playing piano, and I just can't freaking do it, man. Like I got this really badass keyboard, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna freaking write my own songs, and I'm gonna it's gonna be awesome.
This.
And I couldn't do it, so I gave it to my daughter, and she's awesome at it. So.
Aww.
Yeah, she's great. And then didn't you play drums in school?
No, not in school. I started playing drums when I was no. When I was about 14, I think I was.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, in junior high, I played for the school band for like a year. I tried to play saxophone, but I didn't have the wind for it. And
play saxophone.
I tried to teach myself how to play guitar, but I got really pissed off and broke it. And it was kind of the same for piano too. I tried to learn piano, but I just couldn't get the feel for it.
It's hard.
Yeah, it is hard.
Yeah.
Freaking hard, man.
So I've mostly just stuck with drums for the past 15, 16 years.
No, okay. Yeah, no, I have a small bit of like instrumental training, but I need clarinet. So, but yeah, my stepdad tried to push the piano on me, and I'm just like, "There's what?"
Get your devil keys away from me, Dad.
Right? Like, the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Like, my stepdad, like, he's super musically inclined. Like, he plays a fucking guitar, he plays the bass, he plays the goddamn piano. And, like, he won't touch an instrument for, and he fucking sings because fucking why not, right? And, like, he can go...
With the harp, too.
Right? God, it wouldn't honestly surprise me. But, like, he can fucking go years without touching it and pick it back up and just do-do-do-do. And I'm like, the fuck, man? You're making the rest of us look bad.
Some people just got it, man. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just a gift, Right.
Some
people don't have to try. Like, my daughter, she can, my son, too. Like, they can hear songs, and they'll sing it, like, freaking perfect pitch and everything. It's like, I suck at that. I have to try, and they're naturals.
That's
and my
awesome.
daughter started playing piano and the keyboard or whatever, just all by hearing. And she's learned several songs within the past 3 or 4 months. And I mean, they have it. I mean, I had to actually try, and they're
Like, work at it.
Yeah, that's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. I want to be born again. Come on.
It is bullshit.
Find Travis.
Yeah, find Travis. Where's he at?
Right? Yeah, no, so what about the rest of the members of the band? Like, do they stick with the instruments that they play with, or have they always been, like, musically inclined and just,
I want to say Matt was in his school band or something. I think he played...
I think they were both in the band
I think they
together.
were both in the band. I want to say Matt played trumpet, but don't quote me because I don't know for sure. But yeah, I think they've both been doing.
Yeah, they hung out together. That's for sure. So whatever one did, the other one probably did.
Mm-hmm.
Instruments, chicks, you name it, probably the same thing. Small town, Hollis, Oklahoma.
And then, all right, so I've got more questions. Who are your influences?
Sean Kinney from Alice in Chains, Matt Cameron from Soundgarden, Greg Upchurch from Three Doors Down. He's probably my newest influence because before Three Doors Down, he played for Puddle of Mud, and I don't like them. But we played a show with Three Doors Down here 2 or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. I know
And
them.
I stood there and watched that dude play like half a set with his fists, just beating the drums up with his fists.
He was fisting that drum set.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, so naughty.
It sounded good too.
Yeah, and it sounded good. It was probably the greatest thing I've ever seen, but I don't know. I'll have to get back to you.
As far as me, I'm a big Maynard fan.
Who?
Maynard from Tool.
Oh, sorry.
So-
like, I don't really know this, like, entire genre of music. I don't. And so, like, when we got a list of, like, some of the bands you guys have opened for, I'm like, oh, I know 2 of them.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good. Hell, I mean, it's all good though. But like,
I like your stuff.
hey, that matters.
So-
That's awesome. So that's all good. That's all good. But as far as like my influences, it's just mainly Maynard James Keenan from Tool. He also has Pussifer and The Perfect Circle.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails, or I guess he is Nine Inch Nails. I like Jonathan Davis from Korn. I mean, he's like my hometown hero. and I like Ty.
Oh, I know Corn.
Ty
I know that
Field
one.
Huh?
I said I know Corn.
There you go. Everybody knows Corn, man.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad. Like,
You know from the Deftones? You know the Deftones?
I've heard of them.
There
Like,
you
I
go.
I know they exist.
They do exist.
It's so bad.
A Christmas M&M's commercial. It's all good. It's all. What do you listen to? Hippity hop.
No, actually, I'm more let's see, country, and then I'm a basic white girl, so pop, EDM
Shawn Mendes
stuff.
and such. Huh?
Do what?
You like Shawn Mendes and such?
Who?
Never mind. I'm just trying to think of what the cool kids are listening to.
I don't, dude, I'm not a cool kid, like, at all. Are you kidding? And then, okay, so with my job, I'm a surgical tech, like, for, an actual job. Like, this is, like, my job for me, but, like, the one that pays me. I'm a surgical tech, and so on Mondays we listen to 80s, because that's what my doc wants to listen to, so I listen to the 80s. And then on Tuesday, it's the 90s. And so, yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. Most of the time, it's just whatever I want to listen to. Every so often, I'll be like, oh, like alternative or rock or whatever. But then my go-to for that is always Evanescence, because, again, I'm a basic white girl. And they were a big part for me growing up. And them in Lincoln Park, because, again, a basic white girl. But yeah.
And that's okay, That's okay.
Don't judge me for my music choices.
No, I mean, hell, it's all about when you grew up, how you grew up, and where you grew up. So, fuck it. I mean,
but
fuck
yeah,
it.
no, I really do enjoy your music, and I know our boss Redleg. I know he really was so looking forward to interviewing you guys. It's just he had some stuff come up, and that's why I'm here.
Well, hey, we're glad we're glad we're here anyways, regardless of who it was, and we appreciate the time you guys are giving us. When our new music comes back to us, and we're ready to release it, we'll definitely send it to you guys. And if he wants to do an interview or just check it out and talk to us for a minute, that'd be awesome too. We'd be down.
Awesome, yeah. But yeah, no, I've got plenty more questions. So like when you guys do shows. Does your lineup change, like as far as like song order, or does it mostly stay the same?
I recently, well, I don't know how recent it was, but I remember here a while back, I brought it up that our set list never changes.
Oh yeah, start with the same song.
End with the same.
We start with At the End. That's the song we start with, and then we end. Yeah, it's a little bit of irony, and then we'd end with "Seize This Moment."
Seize This Moment, yeah.
Okay.
And we play some stuff from Sonder, and then some from Just Walk Away. The last EP, we play some of that in between, but it did go on like that for a while. Last year we played quite a bit of shows last year, and near the end of the year, the sets were pretty much repetitive, and yeah.
But like it took us quite a while to get this new EP together. Just for reasons.
Well, yeah. I mean,
and so,
it takes a while.
we're basically just, going through the same songs.
Yeah.
But then when we got these new songs ready to go, the set list livened up a whole lot. So.
And then there's the issue of a bass player.
Yeah.
That kind of held us back too.
Yeah.
We don't do well with the bass players.
Oh no.
We go through them like
socks, pretty much.
I think I might know one.
How often do you change your socks?
I don't know, about twice a week.
Every 3 days. Every 3 days or so.
Yeah.
So yeah, we go through bass players like we go through socks.
I microwave them.
Yeah.
Oh no, dude. I think I might know a bass player, but I think he lives in Tennessee, so that's not gonna help you guys out. Like
no, not at all. But we just have bad luck with them, and I think that held us up quite a bit too, is because we eventually just said, just forget this shit. We're just gonna go and play without a bass player, or we'd find a friend from another band and they'd jump in and play bass for us and stuff like that. And so since I don't know, middle of last year, we haven't had a bass player, and it really hasn't bothered us any. We've got a lot of friends and stuff that are willing to jump in, even one that we want to take permanently. but he won't join us. He will not join another round.
No.
Bastard.
Right, you jackass. Join the goddamn band.
But he's already in a band and stuff, and he's just dude. This dude's super talented. He just doesn't have the time. He got his first girlfriend ever. First girlfriend ever. Okay, how old is he? He's in his mid-20s. First girlfriend ever.
That's
he does not
adorable.
have the time for more than practice once a week in one band.
That's adorable, but I'm female, so adorable. So I know, because, you know, again, Red Lake, he plays bass, ergo I know a bass player. But I know he's interested in, like, the type of gear that you guys use, so, and I'm sure he's listening. So what kind of gear do you guys use?
You have the most.
I have.
We have the most. So.
Right now, I'm playing on Tama Star Classic drums with the Road Pro hardware. I've got a set of the Iron Cobra double pedals, Sabian cymbals. I like the AAX crashes and the hi-hats and all that. So that's what I'm using at the moment.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm a big Shure fan. Daniel's a big Shure fan.
I'm a big Shure fan. No, I have let me see. Hold on. I got a burp. I ain't gonna lie. But I have two Shure SM58s that we use for practice. They're pretty cool. But I also have a I used to have, somebody stole it. Was just a $30 PV microphone, just a little cheap $30 mic that I got for practice, and man, that thing sounded great. And so of course that got stolen. Then I got for Christmas a few years ago, I got a Super 55, and then that got stolen. We played with Sons of Texas. Yeah, that got stolen. Somebody from Texas probably stole it, but I mean, I'm calling y'all thieves or nothing. But anyway, so that got stolen when we played with this Texas crew. And that was my favorite microphone, and I actually just got it replaced. So this is my baby right here.
Oh, it's super pretty.
It is. I actually haven't even used this one yet.
It's
so hard.
I have no idea if that's like a good microphone. I just see that it has blue, and I'm like, oh, pretty.
It is a very, very good microphone. The sound is awesome. I just like the feel. Instead of holding the microphone that looks like, a little ice cream cone. I don't know. I just like the feel. It's very classic. It's heavy, and it's freaking solid. And I think that's what I like about it. So, I actually got it tattooed on me. So.
Oh, nice! Like that specific one.
This specific one. I'm not sure how. I can't see what you can see, but I got it right there.
Oh, there it is. Oh, I like the flowers too. Are those poppies?
California poppies. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, dude. That's where born and raised. What?
Yeah. So I got my two, things. I got my microphone for my music, and then the poppies for for California, for where I grew up most of my life. Before I left. So.
Sorry. Where? Just because I'm from California. Where in California are you from?
Bakersfield.
Oh, okay, so central.
Yeah.
Ish.
Central.
Like central SoCal.
Yeah, it's like right at the top. It's actually considered the armpit of California because the
I mean, you're not.
The air is so bad there.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Horrible. Like it's at the very bottom of the valley, so all the smog from Frisco comes down, and then so the armpit of California. That's where Bakersfield is.
Right.
But it's not a bad place.
It's right above the Grapevine. Friggin'. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to when I was stationed at Fort Irwin, I used to cut through Bakersfield on my drive up to NorCal. Oh, kitty! Sorry.
She just jumped up here. This is Summer.
Aww.
Summer was born a boy, but now Summer's a girl.
Oh.
She's one of them.
She's one of them.
You have a transgender cat?
No, it's we got Summer from this lady down in Norman, and her cat had one kitten, and so I'm like, all right, yeah, we'll take it. And she's like, oh, it's a beautiful little girl. I'm like, okay. Beautiful little girl for 8 months. I'm like, we need to get this cat fixed before she gets pregnant.
Right.
So I dropped her off, go to work, and then I get a call. Hey, we're going to have to refund you $10. I'm like, why? Like, because she's a he. Oh, shit. And she's got a really, really bright, like, pink nose. And so I was like, you know what? Summer's just going to remain Summer. So
Yeah.
I know Summer's a boy, but I'm not going to change her name or its name. I don't care. It's just a cat.
Your cat's transgender.
Get out of the house.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break. Stay on the line because I have more questions. And we're going to listen to, during this break, we're going to listen to Shadow Man and Never Giving Up. So stay tuned, you guys, and we will be right back after this.
Together, I gotta stay in tune. Same times against me, but I hate to rush. Gotta keep it between the lines until I hit the dust. Shit together, I gotta buy some time. The key to freedom lies across the state line. It's a daily ritual, this game I play. In the life of a shadow man with a debt to pay. Hit the gravel with my hand on the radio. Here I am. Driving on the road to nowhere. My mouth is blurry and my vision's dry. I'm looking at the world deep in through bloodshot eyes. It's a daily ritual, this game I play. In the life of a shadow man with a debt to pay. Hit the gravel with my hand on the radio. Here I am again. Driving on the road to nowhere. Just like this life that I lead, it might not take me anywhere. But I was born to travel along this lonely road to nowhere. Like this life that I lead, it might not take me anywhere. But I was born to travel along this lonely road to nowhere. that life has put on you. The past will stay where it will die and bring an ending to this goddamn life. I'm already giving up on you, but never giving up on me. And I will never give into all the shit that life has put on you. The past will stay where it will die and bring an ending to this goddamn life. I'm already giving up on you, but never giving up on me. It's better to be alone. It's better to be alone.
Now we're off mute. Ah, okay. I only kind of fucked up. We're back, and I'm still with Daniel and Trey, and they are currently walking
Are you there?
back inside. Yeah. Are you guys there?
Yeah. There we go. There. I think that's
It
it.
was good timing. Good timing. So yeah, so picking up where we left off. So everyone just heard Shadow Man and Never Giving Up. And before that, when we first started, they heard Seize This Moment and At the End. So I'm just wondering, what inspired you to write those songs, and like what's the subject matter like behind them? Like, where did you guys get these songs from?
That's
Well,
your department.
We made them up, but let's see. At the End, we'll start with that one.
All right.
That one, I wrote the lyrics for that one. I was going through my divorce, and so that was a song basically about that.
Mm-hmm.
And you with somebody for long enough, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. You just, I guess, I don't know. You grow apart, or you fucking hate each other. So whatever the case may be. So that's what that song was about. That was my, see you later. That's why I wrote the lyrics for that. You cause somebody pain, they cause you pain. It's just not worth it. Life's too short. You got to have fun and be happy. So send that person on their way and let them live their life. And same with you.
Yeah.
Leave them alone and you go live your life. And so that's pretty much the subject matter for that one. There's not much else to be said about that. The other one was Seize This Moment. That one, the lyrics were actually written by Matt, our guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
He just he wrote the music and the lyrics for that one. I guess he was going through something. I don't know, whatever he was going through at that time in his life, he needed something like a pick me up. And so he wrote his own pick me up. And so I can't really say much. I can't speak for him, but it's one of my favorite songs. A lot of people love that song.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
It's a great song. And so, yeah, all the credit for the lyrics on that one goes to Matt. It's just one of those things, like says, you know, be who you are and don't give it up for anyone. Sometimes that's what you got to do, you know. You're not always going to fall into somebody's mold, or you're not always going to do what, you know, your parents want or what your bosses want, whatever the hell may be. But just be who the hell you're going to be, and don't worry about anybody else, because, you know, they're gonna live their life, and shit, live your own, you know. Fuck it. And what else?
And
What did we
then
just hear?
Never Giving Up.
Never Giving Up. That song is kind of like, it's also like a relationship type song, where you pretty much you get tired of holding the other person up. You get tired of doing everything for them, you know. So you eventually, you know, you give up on helping them. You know, you've tried. It's not working. So I'm gonna let you go. I'm fucking done with this, and so I'm gonna just, you know, focus on myself. And that's pretty much what that song is about. And then
Shadow Man.
Shadow Man. That song was fun. It was it's very different from anything else that we've done.
Yeah, we all pitched in on that one.
Yeah, we all pitched in. Like when it came to the lyrics and stuff like that, we were just kind of jamming out. You know, we had the music and whatnot. We were jamming out, and then a lot of the times, you know, if I can't think of something or I haven't written anything down, I'll just freestyle some songs. So I started thinking about some stuff and writing it down, and then so for some reason the line came out. You know, I woke up early, about noon, because at that point in my time in my life, I mean, I think I just got out of the Navy, and so I'd spent like a year not doing anything, and so I just hang out with my friends and drink beer and just, you know, wake up whenever I want, and then I was like, hey guys, I need some help with the lyrics, man, because I'm kind of stuck on one line, and so we kind of just passed the notebook around with ideas. And anything they didn't like that I wrote, they'd either edit it or take it out all the way. And I mean, we had a bass player at one point during that songwriting, and I think he wrote the word "and." I think that was he contributed the word "and." Like,
You're welcome.
that's got to be in there. So he got credit for that too. But that song, it really what it boils down to though is Travis and Matt. Our two guitar players, they wanted to write a song that they can kind of dedicate to the people that they grew up with and the area they grew up with in Southwest Oklahoma. Really, really small towns and everything, and close-knit communities. And they kind of wanted a song for those people down there. And so that song was pretty much a song that they wanted to write for their friends and their family and people they grew up with and around. And so we were all on board with it. And so that's what Shadowman's about. It's pretty much, it's about dirt roading, I guess, in a way, without singing it about dirt roading, and it's about, what is it, meeting a man about a horse?
I think that you have to
Isn't
pee.
that like, I thought that was code word for like you're gonna go take a shit. Like, you gotta see a man about a horse.
Too. Yeah, there's a little bit of shit in there too, but it's just a really fun song. It's different. It's really different. When we recorded it, it really, really came out to be what it is now. I mean, because like a lot of our songs, man, like you hear what you're hearing now, but when we first started off, man, they are nothing like it.
That was kind of the one that we were not worried about, but kind of more interested in hearing the product than the rest of them, because it was just really different than the rest of them on that EP. So we were really, really interested in hearing how that one turned out when it was done. And it was, I think it was pretty well far beyond what we expected.
Isn't that like your mom's favorite song?
Yeah, I think so.
That's his mom's favorite song.
Yeah.
Shadow Man?
Hi.
Hi, Mom.
Say hi to your mother, Trey.
Did you guys share it so she can watch?
Do what?
I was asking if you guys had, like, you know, shared this. That way your mom and family and, you know, all your fans can watch.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yes, we've shared it. Yes. We even used the Twitter.
Oh.
He used the Twitter.
You twitted or twatted?
I don't know.
We totally twatted this thing. Twatted everywhere.
Oh, God. So where can we go to get your music? Like, if we want to download your albums or, get actual like CDs, like where do we go for that?
If you want to, well, first, if you just want to hear it, go to our Facebook page. Just look up Another Round OKC. It's facebook.com/Another Round OKC. That's if you just want to hear it. You can go to reverbnation.com/Another Round and check out our tunes there. And there's actually links there, I think, to buy it. You can go to SoundCloud and find our music too. SoundCloud.com/Another Round OKC. But if you just want to buy it, you can buy it on iTunes, Google Play, Xbox Live,
Spotify.
Oh, you guys are on Spotify? That's awesome. Fucking made it big time.
Oh yeah, 12 cents at a time, baby.
We're getting that quarter cent.
We're getting that quarter cent. Yeah. Spotify. Yeah. Spotify. The way. Yeah. If anybody is listening and they have music or they want to put music on Spotify, it's a great way to get your music out there. Okay. If you want to get paid for it, don't go into it wanting to get paid for it, because they'll play your song once and you'll get the max amount they're going to give you. But they'll play it 1,000 times, and by the time it gets to 999, you're getting a percentage of a cent. So it is what it is. I mean, you want to do us a favor, set up a laptop somewhere, set our songs on loop for about 12 years. For about 12 years, yeah.
That's
and
awesome.
we really appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, anywhere you can find music online, you're going to find our music. I don't think we're on there's a Pandora. We're on Pandora. There's one of the Pandoras that we're on, but one we're not on. It's kind of hard to describe. I don't know. We got some email from them, and they separate their music, so you can find it on there. It's just that if you look for Another Round, there's an artist called Fat Joe.
Uh-huh.
And him and his homie did a song called Another Round. So that's going to be your top hit. So you got to search below him because, he's Fat Joe. Fat Joe. He's Fat Joe. So.
It's Fat Joe.
Yeah. So Fat Joe takes it. He comes up first because he's special. We're not special yet. So
right.
We're not that fat yet. I'm getting there.
So what is your favorite memory since forming as a band, and what is your favorite moment as far as like opening for a band?
I've got my
go for
it. my favorite memory by far. We're friends with these dudes that own and run this radio station in Altus, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
And some mutual friends of ours one of them was having a birthday or something, and we went down there to do an acoustic set.
Oh yeah,
and then after we got done doing that, we went out and partied with them at this bar called Val's, and we're all drunk as shit. And we're trying to leave.
No, but before he keeps going, okay, we got invited, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm down, I'll stay, right? And Trey's like, well, I guess I'll hang out for just a couple beers.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to force myself on anybody.
Right? Yeah, no, because that bad manners. Yes.
But yeah, we're trying to get out of there, and I go in the bathroom, I take a piss, and I come out, and I'm waiting on him to come out so we can leave, and all of a sudden I just hear glass shattering. I'm standing there going, what the fuck? This other dude comes out of the bathroom and he grabs me by the shoulders and he says, dude, you gotta go. And I said, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, dude, you gotta go right now, man. They're gonna get pissed. They're gonna be fucking pissed. You gotta go. like Daniel comes stumbling out of the bathroom. He's got a bloody hand and shit.
Oh my God.
Like, yeah, I've punched the fuck out of that mirror.
They had a fucking mirror in front of the urinal. I mean, like, that's why.
So they all rush us out to the car, and we're trying to drive off, and the owner of the bar, he comes and like stands in front of the car and like won't let us move and shit.
And I'm like, what did I go? Like, get out of the way, Grizzly Adams. Or some shit.
So we almost run over his ass trying to get out of there.
We weren't driving though. We had a sober driver.
Yeah.
I was in the back seat.
And when we were trying to make our getaway
in a Prius.
Oh my God.
And we wound up in Texas.
Yeah, we wound up in Texas.
And then once we had realized that we were in Texas, we came back and found our way back to the highway. This motherfucker here, we're going like 110 miles an hour down the highway. and it's down to one lane. They got those traffic cones set up. This dude hanging halfway out of his window, like trying to punch these things. Like,
Oh my
get
God.
closer to him. I'm sitting back in the back seat going, God almighty.
What do you got to tell the story for, man?
Oh my God,
'Cause
this
it's
is
funny.
amazing.
It is funny. Yeah, I don't care who tells it.
This
That's part of who
is
we
a
are.
great story.
That was a fun night.
Yeah.
Lots of memories.
Yeah.
Good times. Shit, man. I think that's gonna beat out anything I have a memory of. What was your question? Your question again?
Your favorite memory since forming together, or your the favorite band that you've opened for, and like your favorite memory of opening for them.
We got a couple. I don't know. Like for me personally, like favorite bands that we've opened for. I'm a big fan of this band called Edema. They're from Bakersfield. The original singer, which he's back in the band, he's a younger brother of Jonathan Davis, the singer from Korn. And I've always been just a huge fan. Anyways, so I hit him up on Facebook because they were coming through, and I was like, hey, man, we totally want to, open with you guys. Okay, cool. So we actually got to open the show for them, and or we played right before them. And then at the end, they played one of their songs called Giving In. I got called up on stage to sing, and that was pretty freaking awesome. Because I mean, you get to sing with some of your idols. You get to sing songs that really meant a lot, to you as a teen or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was cool. And then I think my favorite band to open with, best experience was when we opened for Three Doors Down. That was like it's hard to beat. Because we played in this freaking arena, and it was like a few thousand people, and the sound was amazing. It was just loud. We had people that traveled, 3-4 hours to come see us, and we just look out in this huge crowd, this wave of people, and there's people wearing our shirts and stuff, and we're throwing shirts at people's faces, and it was a lot of fun.
And Three Doors Down, those dudes are really cool too.
Hell yeah, we were like, they gave us this green room, right? It wasn't green at all. It was white.
Well,
and,
yeah. It's never green.
It was white. It was a boardroom. That's what it was.
It was a boardroom. Yeah.
It was a boardroom. They had a table with. Okay. So you got. Did we have a bass player?
Yeah, we had.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had a bass player. Okay. So we had 5 dudes there, right? And they're like, yeah, we're gonna have drinks for you and food. I'm like, all right, cool. So they had some snacks and everything. You know what they had for drinks in this giant freaking arena? And probably made a lot of money that night. What? They had a bucket of beer. There was like a 6-pack in there, and we're like.
Yeah.
Is that mine? Is it?
And they made a big deal about it too. Like, you guys want some beer? We can get you some beer.
Yeah, we're like, hell yeah, man. These guys are awesome.
He brings back a 6-pack. Like, okay, well.
Can we get more than that?
Yeah, we ended up getting a little bit more than that after that. But so that was cool. And then like we were about to leave, like we were like, well, show's over. We had a good time. We got to meet, some of the guys from the band backstage. Like I guess we didn't know, but they were watching us, and we went and we rehearsed before the show. The singer from Three Doors Down was back there watching us, and so I'm glad I didn't know because I'd be nervous as shit because he's a really good vocalist.
Yeah.
And when we got off stage, their drummer, he was right there waiting for us, and like he's an Oklahoma guy, and so he was right there and he's talking to us. He was cool as shit. So we leave, we go back to our white room, and we're getting ready to leave, right? And we're like, well, it was a good show, guys, but let's go back to our real menial lives.
Yeah.
And we're walking out, and then there's this chick that she was like our go-to, our runner. Mm-hmm. She's like, hey, what are you guys doing? We're like, well, we're leaving.
Right,
and
we're
she's
going home.
Yeah, you're like, we got a 3-hour drive, man, and we can't afford hotel rooms. I actually don't even think they had hotels in this town. It was a small town with a big venue.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, no, well, come over here, meet Three Doors Down. We're like, okay.
All right.
And
if you insist.
Yeah, we must. So we started walking right towards, see their tour buses there, and they have rails set up, and there's people standing there, and the chick's like, oh, my God, Brad. Brad wasn't even out there. And so we're out there. We just stand there like dumbasses. He's like, we look like, what's that American Gothic picture? We just kind of stand there. Looking all, dude, that's us. We're standing behind this crowd of people, and then they're like, hey, man, you're in the wrong spot. So we're like, oh, okay, let's go home. And they're like, no, come back here. So they drug us back there, backstage and everything. And so then people
didn't exactly drag us.
They invited us, and we were like,
they didn't need to drag us.
Yeah, we're giddy as shit. So we go back there, and then this, it's weird because we were nobody back behind the crowd, and then the second that they put us over there, and then all of a sudden people were like, "Oh yeah, these guys."
Yeah.
And so like we're signing stuff and we're talking to people and like, oh, it was just so much fun. And then the Three Doors Down guys, they're coming out and we're bullshitting. We're hanging out having conversations with them, and there's people watching us talking to them, and it was surreal, man. It was freaking crazy.
That's awesome.
That was like my favorite show. It's just because it's hard to beat. It's hard to beat that. I mean, you play a lot of shows and you get treated like you're just a band and you're there to, play your songs. Hopefully you make some fans and you play some money. But this place, I mean, they actually treated you like gold, and that was pretty sweet.
That's
Except for the
awesome.
6-pack of beer. I didn't like that.
So are you guys going on tour with anyone in the near future, or what's coming up for you guys?
We don't really have much planned right now. We're still waiting for our new EP to get all mixed and mastered and whatnot. We've got a couple of things booked. I think we have our release show in Oklahoma City booked, and then we've got a show booked in Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
other than that, we don't have much planned just yet.
July 27th, we're going to play in Oklahoma City with a band called Shaman's Harvest.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, they're freaking cool. If you haven't heard Shaman's Harvest, they're awesome. So we're going to play with them. And then really that's only going to be like our third show this year. Since we've been writing and getting ready to record all last year and early this year, we have not played very many shows. And so we actually went to record April 15th. With our friend John, and he's awesome. So you want to be a super white girl and everything. You love Evanescence. He's the original guitarist for Evanescence.
Yeah,
he's the Grammy Award winning freaking John LeCompte. And the cool thing about it is how we met him. And there was this cop in the Navy, and his name was Chris. And when we were both on active duty, he was kind of a dick. But he was a cop, so it's like, well, maybe it's part of the job. But as he got out, I started getting to know him before he got out, and he was really, really into rock music, and he was from Arkansas, and he was going to go back, and it's like, all right, cool, man. Well, he found out I was in a band, and I was actually an instructor at the time, and he went through our schoolhouse, and he's like, I heard you're in a band, and he asked me for music, so I had a CD, and I gave it to him. And a few months later, man, I get this phone call, and I'm like, hello? And he's like, hey, man, what's up? This is John. I'm like, who's John? He's like, John LeCompte. I'm like, okay. And then he had explained who he was. I'm like, oh, shit. So he's like, so I got this dude from Evanescence talking to me. He's like, yeah, man, my boy Chris sent me your music, and I really like it. I want to produce your stuff. And I'm like,
that's awesome.
Yeah. Do you really?
Yeah.
Right? Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was free. Yeah, it was awesome.
I don't know that I really believed it at first.
Yeah, because I told them, they're like, "No, you're fucking full of shit." Man. I'm like, "No, dude, I'm fucking serious, man." They didn't believe me so fucking bad. They thought I was lying so fucking bad that we didn't go record with him for a year.
Yeah,
we didn't because, I mean, because
he just came up and said, "Hey, like, dude from Evanescence wants to record us." Bullshit. Yeah, you fucking liar! Don't fuck with me.
Right? Don't fuck with me, god damn it.
There's this thing with the Three Doors Down show when he found out first that we were going to be playing the show, and he told us all, and we were like, dude, bullshit, quit bullshitting.
Yeah,
you bullshit too much.
I do. I do, but not when it comes to matters of the music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we know now.
Yeah, now these motherfuckers know.
Yeah,
if I say it, it's pretty much
that's amazing.
Maybe. Yeah. So anyways, so
that's awesome. Well, okay, so I have one last question for you, Daniel. You were in the Navy, correct?
Correct.
And you were stationed at Tinker Air Force Base in Oklahoma.
Yep, that was my home station, yes.
Did you ever see any water?
Well, I did get to fly to Hawaii once.
Ooh.
See a lot of water there. Sorry. I'm what you call an Airedale in the Navy. So I worked on planes. Now there's planes on the boats and everything, but I got lucky and the plane I work on is too fucking big to get on a boat. Way too big. So I never had to go out to sea in that matter. Yep. I spent about just 10 years in the Navy. Mm-hmm. Did a Fleet Air Reconnaissance Squadron 4 and then Fleet Air Reconnaissance Squadron 3. And then I went to be an instructor for 3 years. And that was about my tour of duty. Other than small deployments you get to do, and then we went overseas, got to go to Germany, Spain. Went to Camp Cupcake, also known as Al Udeid Air Base. So anybody who has been there, I went there before. I went there before you guys had a nice pool. Before you guys had a fucking Dairy Queen.
God damn it! It was when I was there. It was rough.
It was hot. We had to pour water bottles on ourselves to cool down. We didn't have a swimming pool, and then the Aussies weren't as cool, and they wouldn't let us drink their beer. And the Brits were always the Brits. But yeah. So yeah, that was my time in the Navy. Got to do a lot of cool shit. Like I said, most of the time it was small stuff. The squadron I'm in, I was in, they did some pretty cool shit, especially during OIF. They were pretty pivotal in between 2006 and 2009, I believe, or 2007 and 2009. They did some pretty cool stuff. And if anybody's watching and you served and you were in Iraq, during that time, chances are you came into contact with one of our birds, and it was an honor to serve you guys. So, yeah.
Well, Daniel and Trey, thank you guys. Oh shit, wrong button. It's okay, I fixed it because I'm awesome. It was such an honor having you guys on here tonight with us. Thank you so much, and I know personally I would like to have you guys back on. I'm sure Redleg would. So stick around for a little bit, and when we go on break, because I'm sure Spanky would like to talk to you for a second. But everyone else, we're going to go switch over to party games. So you can find us over at Mixer, which is mixer.com/WTF Nation Radio. And yeah, we're going to play some fucking games because I can. So everyone in Mixer, if you see the broadcast end for a second, I'm just getting everything all set up, so don't go anywhere. Yeah, so, and, yeah, fucking bye, or whatever. I don't know. See you guys in a second. I don't fucking know what I'm doing.
It is that a hero needs saving. How he needs that support to keep his roof from caving, holding tight on that 45 as a tear drops from his eye. Picturing his mom is all that's kept him alive, cause he's buried his friends and he's buried his thoughts. Suppress these demons inside until his stomach's in knot. Blue skies on my horizon inside. Give a kiss to his boy and a kiss to his girl. Each day he walks away from these things in his world, expected to be the rock solid from bottom to top. He's so hard in the streets, but inside he feels so soft. He's dodged bullets and knives, stopped men from beating wives. But boom, someone tries to take his gun and now he took a life. And all you do is stare, spread rumors, he don't care. Replaying that moment, can't disown it with a gun to his hair. It ain't fair, he knew when he started he'd go so far. You had a long day at work, he failed at CPR. His motivation's gone, no more fire in his eyes. Went from peaceful nights to dreams of crime scenes and cries he never could guess.
yourself that everything's gonna be alright. Can you feel that there's a fire burning deep inside? Take the chance, get a better stance, and leave